I get it left and right, man. People have been disrespecting my ass. It's been pissing me off, to be honest. I posted an Instagram reel the other day and it went viral. I never had that happen before. I got all excited. I don't usually read my comments, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. And I opened up Instagram, and the first comment on my video said, look at this Count Chocula looking bitch. And it had 148 likes. And 2 of them were my friends. And I do get yelled at a lot about how I look. People just feel comfortable talking shit to me. I get this because I'm like ethnically ambiguous. People will say weird stuff to me. I was sitting in the park the other day trying to meditate. Meditators, I call it liberal prayer. This guy yelled out at me, "Go back to Guatemala." He said Guatemala. That's so specific, man. That's like a racist Hail Mary to throw, you know? So if that lands, that dude will go back to Guatemala. I'm not from Guatemala. I'm half Indian, in case you're trying to guess. Yeah, half Indian boy. Sometimes when I tell people that, they'll say this fun thing where they're like, oh, half Indian, huh? Feather or dot? Yeah, you ever heard that before? Some of you have said it. I can feel it in this room. I feel that energy. Did you just cheers me with your Bud Light, brother? Yep, that makes sense. Hell yeah! Now answer the fucking question. Feather or dot, bitch? Feather or dot. What a fun, flirty way to marginalize 2 cultures with 2 words. What racist efficiency, right? Like, I want to be racist, but quick. I got shit to do, all right? I'm a racist on the go, brother, all right? I'm moving and shaking. Pop quiz, hot shot, feather or dot. Now keep it moving. I'm gonna start doing that to white people, yeah. Next time I meet a full white, I'm gonna go, oh, white, huh? Potato or Nazi? See how they like it. Yeah, see how they enjoy it. I am a dot, by the way. I know it's bothering you, brother. I don't know. Answer! I don't even really think that's offensive. I don't think anybody gives a shit about dot, really, you know? Like, as far as, you know, offensive terms go, it's pretty low on the list. Like, if you were to go to, like, a Buffalo Wild Wings of racism where, like, the slurs match up to the heat profiles, we all know what the blazing is, right? Like, and dot is like mango Chipotle. Like, nobody's getting burned up about dot. Because you have to say something angrily for it to become, like, a really offensive. Nobody ever says dot angrily. Nobody's ever like, hide your curry. Some dots are walking in here right now. It looks like a goddamn game of Pac-Man in here. All these dots floating around. Is that an ellipses that just walked in my bar? 3 dots in a row, huh? All right, that was for 9 of you. That's good. You might notice I don't have an Indian accent at all because my Indian father left before I ever heard his voice. So this is what I sound like. Yeah. It's a bummer. I can't do like a fun racist impression of him that I'm sure we'd all enjoy. You know? A lot of Indian comics can do that, you know? Do a racist impression of their mom or dad. It's pretty cool, man. It's like, probably help my career a lot if I could do one, but... I never heard him talk, so yeah. I mean, I don't want to bum you guys out. I'll try one. I don't know. My dad would be like, I do not want to be a father. Is that good? I don't know what he sounds like. I don't know. I'm trying my best. Thank you. Come again. Not to my house. I've had 4 different Indian people come up to me after shows recently and be like, hey, man, your dad probably left because there's a lot of pressure in Indian culture to not have mixed-race children. It's like a weird thing, but he was probably just, like, ashamed or something. And I'm just like, oh, cool, thanks. Thanks for the good news. I feel much better. A lot of healing being done tonight. My dad actually died a few years ago, which is fine. He was dead to me already, but... No No, my dad died a few years ago. It's fine. Like I said, he was dead to me already. I don't really give a shit. But I was playing with a Ouija board recently. Yeah, I was getting all spooky and kooky with a Ouija board. And my friend was like, let's get a little spookier, a little kookier. So we tried to contact my father with the Ouija board. Yeah. And nothing happened. And my friend was like, oh, it's not working. And I was like, no, this is so my dad. Get into it. I've been traveling a bunch. We had to fly here today. It's fun now. It's kind of weird. You don't have to wear a mask on the planes anymore. That's pretty fun, isn't it? Isn't it fun to see a maskless face inside again? Doesn't it make you a little horny? Just a little bit, Because it was so naughty for so long. It was forbidden, It was like back in the 20s when women couldn't show their ankles or whatever. And then you saw one, you were like, ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. That's how people got horny in the 20s. They were like, hachi-chachi, here. Now you see a tooth, you're like, fuck, I'm hard. What's going on, No, I'm kidding. I can't get hard. How you guys doing? You guys good? Or... That's a joke. I'll get hard right now. Come on, it's for the special. I love the idea of a guy who thinks that's how you get hard. I'm trying! You're making me nervous! All right, let's have sex now. All right. No, but don't look or anything. I don't know. I'll do it later. That's my closer. No, but now you don't have to wear a mask on a plane, which is pretty cool. But now, what I'll see now is some people don't wear a mask, some people do wear a mask. I don't really give a shit what anybody does anymore, but I've seen something that's crazy, which I've seen some people wear a mask, but not over their nose, like the dumbass way, which is what people did when you had to wear a mask, and I understood you were trying to skirt the system or whatever, but now you don't even have to wear it. So why do that? We know that doesn't work. I guess I gotta wear a goddamn mask. And they're like, no. I seen the YouTube video. I'll do it. That's like if you wore a condom and you just cut the tip off. I guess I'll wear a fucking rubber. And your wife's like, no, I'm on the pill. No. I guess I'll wear it. Traveled this fine country quite a bit lately. I've learned there's some differing views on the old vaccine in this country. I asked if people got vaccinated last week. I was in Utah, and this lady goes, ew! I was like, okay, I guess I know that answer. I don't know. Do you guys get vaxxed out here? No? Yeah. I knew your ass didn't get vaccinated. That's fine, dude. That's fine. I can tell by the whole get-up. I love it, dude. You look like so much of my family. And I love you, dude. You are my guy. No, I don't really give a shit what people do anymore, but I will say, I don't like when people are brand loyal about the vaccine, Right? I told somebody I got Pfizer, and they were like, well, I got Moderna. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Are we going to fight? What's happening? Is there a big fight out? Street fight? Pfizer versus Moderna that I got to prepare for? I mean, if anything, let's fight the Johnson & Johnson people, right? They're weak. They're like, I'm 24% vaccinated. I'm like all of you. Get the fuck away from me. You could have taken a Tylenol. It would have been the same, You can get the Johnson & Johnson at TJ Maxx, I'm pretty sure. They just have it loose on the shelf. I love TJ Maxx, dude. We got any Maxinistas in the crowd? I love TJ Maxx. You know what I love about TJ Maxx is when they pretend they're like a regular store. They have like a whole grocery section. It's full of shit no one would ever want. I've never seen anyone buy anything from it. They're just like, yeah, flaming hot milk. Is that good? They're like the opposite of Shark Tank, Anytime Shark Tank turns something down, TJ Maxx is in the corner like, hey, we got a shelf for you, brother. Come on, get over here. Shrimp-flavored animal crackers? I like the way you think. Makes sense to me. I love cheap shit, dude. I love TJ Maxx. I love Black Friday. Black Friday's coming up. You look like a Black Friday loving motherfucker. Hell yeah, I get 8 sets of tires. You getting anything good? You got any plans for Black Friday, bro? He said a big ass TV, man. Tucker Carlson can't get big enough on my screen. I like him to be bigger than me, so I feel like he's talking down to me. No, dude, I don't even buy shit on Black Friday. I just like how violent it is, you know? I get drunk in the parking lot at Target, and then I just go in and let people push me around, you know? Black Friday is so violent. And the store, like the music in the store doesn't match the, like people die every year on Black Friday. And you go to Target and the music in the store is like, I'm not gonna write you a love song. Could you imagine dying to that? Fuck that. Fuck that. I think they should lean into how violent it is. I think you go to Walmart on Black Friday, they should cut out the lights and then put on, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Hell yeah, dude. We're speaking the same language, man. You say fucking A, I say hell yeah. I don't like when people use the vaccine for excuses, which happens a lot. Like, I was at Starbucks, and this woman was being rude to the barista, and then she was like, sorry, I got the booster shot yesterday. And I was like, I don't remember hearing that as a side effect. Being a bitch at Starbucks, but I like that. Plug it in for whatever you need, you know? Next time you come too fast, like, sorry, Pfizer's weird. Pfizer hits different. I didn't mean to point at you, brother. You seem like a good guy. I don't know. I'm sure you come at a good time all the time. I don't know. Every time you're like, that was perfect. Mission accomplished. Here's how much faith I put in the old vax, man. I started flying on Spirit Airlines again. I don't give a shit. Oh, you guys too good for Spirit out here? I'm sorry. You ever fly Spirit? Yes, thank you, a trash queen. Yes, I love that. What do you do for a living?
I'm a nurse.
A nurse? And you fly Spirit? We got to treat our nurses better. All right. How often do they ask for a medic on the plane on a Spirit? You're just like, I'm going to put my headphones in. A life on Spirit isn't worth living. No, I love Spirit. It's bad, but it's cheap, you know? You know what you'll never see on a Spirit flight is a guy wearing a suit, you know? If you see a guy on a Spirit flight wearing a suit, he's there to recruit people for Squid Game, you know? Even the pilot's not wearing a suit. He's wearing a wife beater. He's like, come on, man, we gotta go! He's like leaning against the plane. Get on the fucking plane! We gotta go! And I got a couple of stops I need to make. Could you fly the plane for a second if you needed to? I do love it. It's bad, but it's cheap. It's like Medicaid for the sky, you know? I flew on Spirit for $34 once. Isn't that crazy? 34? 34 is so cheap that even if it crashed, it's still kind of a good deal, you know? You couldn't even complain. As it's going down, you'd be like, yeah, what did I think was going to happen? It should crash. I'll hop out here. I got my money's worth. Also, if a Spirit flight starts crashing, they don't pop down the oxygen masks. You gotta swipe a credit card first. It's crazy. I took a red-eye flight on Spirit, but they called it a pink eye. All right. That's just a good joke.